Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to show you from the question of how to add an assignment here. So there are several ways that you can do it depending on what you want back from the students and how do you want to receive the information. So Google Classroom is more than just posting videos and information on it, but you could actually create an assignment for them to do and collect the data and the assignment. And the way that you do that is go to the tab here once you've created your Google Classroom and you have students in your class from under people, you go to classwork and you click the word create. Now you have several options of things that you can create for your class. You can create an assignment. Here, perhaps it's a project or a template of some sort with rubrics. Perhaps it's a quiz that maybe you have multiple choice and you want them to just fill that in and send you back the data. It could be a short answer of some sort that you want them to answer the question on the stream, or it could just be material that you post for them to refer to while they're working. I'm going to create an assignment and I'm going to use my students' space science project. And I created a template that I want them to use for their Google Slides for their presentation for this project. And so in the instructions, I'm go ahead and just paste, use a template to create your slide. And I put due when it's due, but there is a area over here that shows you that you can add the due date as well. But we'll go to that in a second. Now over here, you can add an assignment here. You can add whatever you want them to use. So you can get it from Google Drive. You can add it as a link if you already have a web link to it. You can add a file from your computer, or you can add a YouTube video here if that's something you already created. If it's something you want to create from scratch, you just click create and it'll let you choose, are you creating from Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheets, drawings, or forms? And so you'll add, I'm going to add something from my Google Drive. So I created this template that I want them to use. And so I just added it here. Now, the key is the question really was they were trying to create an assignment and the kids were typing all over it and deleting each other's information. So here's the option that you missed. So the students can view the file only, which means they can open it up and just read it. If they can edit it, that means they can all edit the same assignment. What you want to do is make sure that you make a copy for each student. And so when you make a copy, when it opens up on their screen, it'll require them to make their own copy and they can rename it themselves. Over here to the right, you decide which classes you want to assign it to. You can assign it to more than one class. Perhaps you have 3 different writing classes, but you teach them all the same thing. You can assign it to all of those writing Google Classrooms. If it's particular students, perhaps you have resource room students who won't do the project in this way, or you want to assign them something different, you can unclick their names and assign them something different here. If you want to change how much it's worth, you can change that to a different set of points, or it can be ungraded. And here's where you can actually add the due date. So you can select let's see, what did I say? April 15th. You can select the due date there, and maybe it's due by midnight that night. You can select the topic to separate the assignments for them so that their Google Classroom is more organized. You can create a topic, or you can add it under something you've already created. Here's where you can create a rubric for your assignment. If it is like a writing or a project assignment, you can add that as well. And then here you'll just go up to the top. You can schedule if when you want it to go out to the students, or you can save it and come back to it. Or I messed up, I don't want this at all, I can discard it. Or you can just go ahead and click assign. Once you have assigned it, I'm not going to assign it again to my class. I don't want them to be confused. You go back to your home page, and here the assignment will be. If you click the link, this will pop up and show you how many students were assigned and how many of them turned in that assignment. Hopefully that helps. And that is how to create an assignment in Google Classroom.